Earns rewards and awakens your explorer within. Your path to Exploria reveals who you become. Exploria awaits. Each action sets a course through the game's heart. How you explore. Capture views over each world in real. The path through Exploria reveals who you become. Exploria awaits.
Yeah, because when you touch the thread, right, the spider can sense you, then the spider came to you. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're right.